Top 10 Most Iconic Fashion Trends in History. Fashion isn't just about clothes. It's a living testament to cultural evolution, societal values, and creative rebellion. Today, we're diving into the top 10 most iconic fashion trends in history. These trends aren't just relics of their time. They've shaped entire generations, reflected monumental societal shifts, and continue influencing style today. Whether you're a history buff, a fashion enthusiast, or simply someone curious about why we dress the way we do, this video is for you. Let's explore how style evolved into the art form it is today. Stepping back to the Jazz Age, the flapper dress defined the energetic, liberated spirit of the roaring 1920s. These sparkling, fringe-covered dresses symbolized a break from restrictive Victorian fashion. Women were embracing shorter hemlines, dropped waistlines, and accessories like bobbed hairstyles and headbands. Beyond its visual appeal, the flapper dress represented a cultural pivot. As jazz music played in speakeasies, these dresses became emblems of women reclaiming their right to dance, drink, and exist outside societal expectations. Did you know that flappers were among the first to popularize red lipstick as a bold declaration of independence? Enter the transformative power of simplicity. The little black dress, LBD, became a staple of timeless elegance in the 1920s thanks to Coco Chanel. Before Chanel's revolution, black was reserved for mourning. She reframed it into a color of versatility and sophistication. Think of Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Her black Givenchy dress became synonymous with chic minimalism. The LBD works across decades because of its ability to adapt. Whether you're pairing it with pearls or sneakers, it effortlessly strikes a balance between modernity and tradition. Fast forward to the 1960s and 70s, the hippie fashion movement brought tie-dye, loose-flowing maxi dresses, bell-bottom jeans, and flower crowns to the forefront. This trend wasn't just about carefree aesthetics, but reflected the hippie movement's core ethos: rebellion against establishment norms, a return to nature, and peace activism. Tie-dye in particular emerged as a DIY art form, symbolizing individualism and rejecting mass production. Its resurgence in modern-day streetwear capsulizes a yearning for authenticity amidst digital homogenization. Also, fun fact, Woodstock became a major catalyst for the hippie aesthetic, as images of attendees adorned in these styles captured global attention. The rebellious anthems of punk rock in the 1970s gave us another seismic aesthetic shift: punk fashion. Leather jackets with studs, ripped t-shirts, combat boots, safety pins, and mohawks embodied the punk ethos of anti-establishment defiance. The rebellious anthems of punk rock in the 1970s gave us another seismic aesthetic shift: punk fashion. Designers like Vivienne Westwood immortalized these elements, bringing punk from the music underground into high fashion. What started as a countercultural movement among British youth made its way to runways and even inspired collections by modern designers like Alexander McQueen. The lasting message? Fashion doesn't have to conform. It can demand attention, provoke thought, and disrupt. Few trends symbolize cultural shifts as sharply as the power suit of the 1980s. When women entered the workforce in larger numbers during the post-war period, sharp tailoring became a visual language of authority. These suits, defined by bold shoulder pads and structured cuts, symbolized women challenging patriarchal norms. Icons like Princess Diana adapted the power suit to public life, injecting a sense of approachability alongside professionalism. In popular culture, who could forget Melanie Griffith donning power suits in Working Girl? The modern revival of tailored suits continues to empower today's generation, showing that confidence is the ultimate accessory. Originally workwear for miners in the 19th century, denim found new life as a cultural and fashion icon in the mid-20th century. Hollywood heartthrobs like James Dean and Marlon Brando turned jeans into a symbol of rebellion in the 1950s. From bell-bottoms in the hippie era to ripped and distressed jeans in the 90s, denim consistently evolves to define its decade. Streetwear's modern love of denim showcases its versatility. From runway-ready denim in Balmain collections to eco-conscious recycled jeans, denim's staying power in fashion reflects its adaptability. Is there anything more ubiquitous than a favorite pair of jeans? Can modesty be chic? The answer arrived in the 1940s and 50s with the popularity of midi skirts. Ending mid-calf, these skirts provided a feminine yet conservative silhouette, perfect for post-war life when style turned towards simplicity. Hollywood stars like Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly immortalized this look, pairing it with fitted blouses and kitten heels. Interestingly, the midi skirt's recent resurgence among millennial and Gen Z populations reflects a broader interest in vintage fashion. Now, midi skirts come in a variety of fabrics and patterns, blending tradition with modern versatility. Few are as synonymous with high fashion as Coco Chanel. When the Chanel suit was introduced in the 1950s, it redefined women's wardrobes. Its structured but comfortable tweed fabric, gold-button blazers, and décolletage framing collars provided elegance without restricting movement, a revolution at a time when women's fashion prioritized beauty over function. Icons like Jackie Kennedy popularized the suit in public life, making it synonymous with grace and status. In pop culture, the Chanel suit can still be seen in everything from modern fashion icons to nostalgic reinterpretations in movies like Clueless. If there was ever a moment when fashion flipped the script, it was 90s grunge fashion. Inspired by Seattle's emerging alternative rock scene, grunge embraced unpolished aesthetics such as plaid flannel shirts, ripped jeans, combat boots, and an overall just-rolled-out-of-bed appearance. Stars like Kurt Cobain of Nirvana made this trend inevitable, and it became a symbol of rejecting glamour and conformity. The anti-fashion message ironically propelled grunge to the mainstream. Today, designers continuously reimagine grunge-inspired looks, blending rugged textures with contemporary tailoring for today's streetwear enthusiasts. Finally, we arrive at the apex of style, haute couture, the art form that transcends seasons and trends. Born in Paris in the early 20th century, haute couture houses like Christian Dior and Coco Chanel redefined what tailoring and luxury could achieve. These hand-stitched custom garments reflect meticulous craftsmanship. But couture isn't just high-end, it's a speculative art form. From showcasing future trends to making political statements, such as 2021's environmentally themed couture collections, haute couture fuels creativity and sets the tone for the global fashion industry. With only a handful of houses awarded official haute couture status today, this trend remains both exclusive and aspirational. Fashion is more than fabric. It's an evolving narrative of creativity, rebellion, and self-expression. From the sleek power of the LBD to grunge's relaxed defiance, today's styles owe much to history's most iconic trends. Who knew that a Chanel suit or a pair of ripped jeans could tell such fascinating cultural stories? Which look would you bring back in full force, or which trend inspires you most? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay stylish, and of course, stay iconic.